Okay, montaj. Okey, Assalamualaikum dan selamat petang. Okey, selamat datang ke saluran DC E-Class. Kita bersama Cikgu Yougrani daripada SMK Gelang Patah. So, topik hari ini English, Unit 3, Wonder of Nature. Okey, tanpa melengahkan masa, saya jemput teacher untuk PDP kita pada petang ini. Okey, dipersilakan.
Okey, terima kasih Encik Hanif. First of all, saya ingin mengucapkan terima kasih kepada pengetua Sekolah Menengah SMK Gelang Patah, Encik Abdul Razak Abdul Karim kerana memberi peluang ini. Juga kepada GPK 1 Puan Zaliha Yassin, Ketua Bidang Bahasa Puan Nursian Masud, Barisan AT Advisory Teacher Sekolah Amanah, AT Bahasa Inggeris Puan Lama Prabha Ramdu, Ketua Panitia Bahasa Inggeris Puan Rosina Ismail, Puan Siti Fauzia Ismail, guru-guru Panitia Bahasa Inggeris dan semua guru SMK Gelang Patah yang memberi sokongan dan bimbingan. Okay, let's move on with our topic ya. Okey, topik hari ini izinkan saya bertutur dalam bahasa Inggeris. For today, I'll be teaching you Unit 3, Wonders of Nature. We will be focusing on speaking. Okay, students, our learning objective for today, by the end of the lesson, pupils will be able to list ways to protect the environment, choose ideas and expand it, use simple sentences to explain own point of view. Okay, for our starter, let's do a word search. Can you see the word search here?
Okay, boleh nampak?
Okay, I have given some words here. Plant trees, compost, recycle, save, clean up, energy, campaign, go green, reuse, awareness, reduce, write blog. Okay, let's look at our word search. Okay, I have found one word here. And I found reuse. One more. Save. Okay. This is our word search. So you can play later. Okay, I'll be moving on to the next slide. Okay, listen and complete the instructions below.
Speaking, Unit 3, page 37, B. I'm going to describe the situation to you. The core committee is trying to decide what projects the students should do to help protect the environment. Talk together about the different things the students could do, and then decide which project would be best.
Okay, we'll listen one more time.
Speaking, Unit 3, page 37, B. I'm going to describe a situation to you. A school committee is trying to decide what projects its students could do to help protect the environment. Talk together about the different things the students could do and then decide which project would be best.
Okay, so let's move on. Okay, what could you do to help protect the environment? Okay, for this, I want you to join Menti. You can use the code given here. So we will be having a live presentation. You can join Menti, yeah? The code here 799298. What could you do to help protect the environment? Nobody in? Any ideas? Okay. 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 Moving on. Okay. Match the verbs with the words. Then find them in the exam task. Okay. Verbs here you can see start, recycle, plant, clear up, put up. Words, rubbish and litter on the beach, posters for a campaign, trees, a school block, plastic, paper and cans. Start, poster, start a school block. Recycle plastic, papers and cans. Plant trees, clear up rubbish and litter on the beach, put up posters for a campaign. Okay, this is from the textbook, close up B1. Now work in pairs and complete the exam task. Okay, this is your task, okay? Okay, this is your task. The school committee is trying to decide what projects its students could do to help protect the environment. Talk together about the different things the students could do and then decide which project would be best. And repeat the instruction. A school committee is trying to decide what projects its students could do to help protect the environment. Talk together about the different things the students could do and then decide which projects would be best. Okay. If we can look at the picture given, ways to protect the environment. Number 1, was recycling. Number 2, cleaning up the beach. Number 3, a campaign. Number 4, writing a school blog. Number 5, planting trees. Okay. Now I want you to tell me what we can do if you are given this situation. where your teacher asks you to speak and you only have the question. So what you must do? You only have the question and few points. So what must you do? How can you brainstorm? What techniques can you use? Anybody want to answer? Any answers? Any suggestion how to brainstorm? Any suggestions? You can answer in the chat below. How can we brainstorm? Okay. Any answers? Okay. Okay, so we brainstorm by using the WH question. So the first point was recycling. So there's no need to use all the WH question. You can just choose a few WH questions. So what are the things that you can recycle? Why should you recycle? How do you think recycling will help to protect the environment? So I give you a minute to think on our topic, recycling, and how recycling helps to protect the environment. Okay, recycling. So we can recycle plastic, papers, glass, bottles, and things. We should recycle to reduce waste, lessen pollution, and save resources. Recycling helps to protect the environment by saving trees. If we recycle paper, we can save trees from being cut down. As we know, trees give us oxygen and purifies the air. Moving on to the next point, cleaning up the beach. So when can you clean up the beach? As students, how can you help to clean up the beach? Why do you think cleaning up the beach helps to protect the environment? So this is your speaking task. Your task is to talk about all the topics given and decide which is the best. Your task is to talk about all the points given and to decide which is the best point, which is the best idea to protect the environment. So our second point is cleaning up the beach. So cleaning up the beach. We can clean up the beach after visiting the beach with our family. So when we go to the beach, normally you go for a swim, then there will be a picnic. So after your picnic, make sure you clean it up. Okay, throw away the rubbish, tie it up nicely in the plastic bags and throw it into the rubbish bin. Don't scatter it around. Okay. So as students, we can remind our family and friends to keep the beach clean. Cleaner beach means lesser pollution, and we can protect the aquatic lives that live near the beach. So because sometimes the plastics will float onto the sea and the fish and the aquatic animals end up eating the plastic. So that is very bad for the animals, for the aquatic life. Okay, let's look at the third point. The third point given is a campaign. So what types of campaign help to protect the environment? Who can help you with the campaign? Why must you campaign to protect the environment? Let's think about it, okay? What types of campaigns help to protect the environment? Who can help you with the campaign? Why must you campaign to protect the environment? Okay, a campaign. We can campaign online or we can put up posters. Teachers can help you with your campaign. For example, the Nature Club. Okay, we must campaign to create awareness among students. Awareness maksudnya ialah kesedaran, untuk memupuk kesedaran. Okay. Fourth point is writing a school blog. What can you write in your blog? Who can help you with your blog? How do you think writing a school blog helps in protecting the environment? Okay, so what can you write in your blog? So we can promote cleanup campaign, we can write articles about ways to protect the environment. Who can help you? Your ICT teachers. ICT teachers can help you to create a blog. A school blog helps to increase students' awareness about the environment. So, untuk meningkatkan kesedaran. Okay. The fifth point given was planting trees. So, who can plant trees? Where can you plant trees? Do you agree that planting trees helps to protect the environment? Let's look at the picture. Okay, who can plant trees? Where can you plant trees? Do you agree that planting trees help to protect the environment? Okay, parents can help you to plant trees. You can plant trees at home, school, or community park. I agree that planting trees helps to protect the environment by decreasing pollution. Okay, here are some useful expressions, phrases that you can use for opening discussion untuk memulakan perbualan. Shall we start with this? Shall we start with this? Let's begin by looking at. Let's begin by looking at. Let's start by looking at. Let's start by looking at. First of all, to begin with, let's move on to. Shall we talk about now? Giving your opinion. Useful expression to give opinion. Untuk memberikan pendapat. I think it's a good idea because. Well, I don't think you should. Asking if someone agrees. Bertanya jika seseorang bersetuju. So let's look at the useful expression, phrases given. Do you agree? Would you agree that? Do you agree with? Okay. Do you agree? Would you agree that? Do you think so? Do you agree? Would you agree that? Do you think so? Agreeing, disagreeing. Agreeing, disagreeing. Agreeing, disagreeing. Okay, agreeing. I agree. Yes, I totally agree with you. Yes, I quite agree with you. I think you are right. I think you are right. I think you are absolutely right. I think you are absolutely right. I think you are quite right. I think you are quite right. Disagreeing. Actually, I don't agree. Actually, I don't agree. I'm afraid I don't agree. I don't think that's a very good idea because. I don't think that's a very good idea because. Okay, moving on to the next slide. Changing your mind. Okay, correct slide. Are you sure about that? Do you really think that? I am sure it's better because. Actually, I think you are right. Yes, that's a good point. I hadn't thought of that. Okay then, yes, I agree with you. Are you sure about that? Do you really think that? I am sure it's better because. Actually, I think you are right. Yes, that's a good point. I hadn't thought of that. Okay then, yes, I agree with you. Okay, we're moving on to the next slide. Deciding. Deciding. Bila kita nak membuat keputusan. Okay, so let's decide. Right, let's make a decision. Do we think the best one is? So, do we agree that is the best one? So, do we agree that is the best one? So, to sum up, in the end, we think because. Deciding. Let's look at the phrases again. Okay, so let's decide. Right, let's make a decision. Do we think the best one is? So, do we agree that is the best one? So, to sum up, in the end, we think because. Okay. Example of sentences using the phrases given. Let's begin by looking at recycling. Let's begin by looking at recycling. I think recycling is a good idea because it helps to protect the environment. We can recycle things like plastic, papers, bottles, and tins. Do you agree with me? Yes, I totally agree with you. As students, we can help our parents to collect and recycle things. I don't think recycling is a very good idea because most of us are too lazy to recycle. We would rather throw things into the rubbish bin than to recycle it. Recycling takes time. We need to collect things and send it to the recycling center. I am sure planting trees is better because trees gives us more oxygen and lessen pollution. Right, let's make a decision. We think planting trees is the best way to help protect the environment. I'll read again. Let's begin by looking at recycling. If you can see, the words that I have colored red are the phrases that we have learned for opening a discussion, to give opinion, to ask questions, to agree, to disagree, and to make decisions. Okay, let's revise the phrases that we have learned today. Let's revise the phrases that we have learned. Okay, you can join quizzes using this code. So you can start playing the quizzes. The code is 709545. 709545. You can use this code 709545 to revise the phrases that we have learned today. Explain. Has anyone entered the game yet? Okay, I have entered. Oh, blue falcon. the code, okay, 709545. 709545. So many updates so far. Madita, Mainin, Jessica, Amirah Mahmud, Shah, Aiman, Blue, Taibon. Code is here, 709545. You can play, you can log in to the game using this code 709545. So far there are 10 students in the game. Okay, I hope you had fun playing the game. Okay. Reflection. What did we learn today? Did we achieve the learning objectives? Was the lesson successful? What did we learn today? Did we achieve the learning objectives? Was the lesson successful? So what did we learn today? We learned about the topic, the wonders of nature, speaking. We learned about ways to protect the environment. There were 5 points given: recycling, cleaning up the beach, a campaign, writing a blog, planting trees. So, did we achieve the objectives? Do you remember our objectives? Okay, our objectives was: number 1, list ways to protect the environment. Second objective, choose ideas and expand it. Use simple sentences to explain own point of view. So, what I want you to do is to reflect. Okay, for students, I want you to reflect. Were you able to? If you were able to, then you can tick. I was able to list ways to protect the environment, choose ideas and expand it, use simple sentences to explain own point of view. Were you successful? Did you learn anything today? Okay, that's all for now. That's all for our lesson today. Thank you for joining me today. Hope you had a wonderful time learning and have a great day ahead. Thank you, students, for joining me in my e-class today. Thank you, my dear colleagues from SMK Gelang Petang, for your supportive comments. I saw your comments. Thank you, Puan Rosina, Puan Rama. Okay. Cikgu Hanif, Cikgu Hanif.
Kita Julai